I'm gonna take a quick swig of my drink here and get ready for the Air Rider stuff. So 1 second. All right, here we go. So we are doing Kirby Air Riders today. So, or not doing it, but you know, we're gonna be watching Nintendo Direct here. Pokemon Air Riders. Oh my god, my brain is a little mush right now. Getting back into everything, yapping for a whole hour. So Kirby Air Riders Direct. So I have not seen this yet. I decided to go into this, like, wait until a little while and start a stream. And yeah, I figured why not? Watch it here. So let me just make sure you guys got audio of this. It does not look it. So let me go into properties, control audio. No. All right, there we go. Screen it. All right, there we go. I think you should have audio of this. Let me lower it a little bit down. I don't want it too loud for you guys. All right. And let me see. Do I have audio? No, I don't. So let me monitor it. Advanced. Monitor and an output. All right. Let me see if I hear it this time. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, I think we're all set now. So this is Nintendo Switch 2's Kirby Air Riders Direct. Is 47 minutes. So let's get into it. I always love the Alright, 1 second, let me lower the volume for me. Alright, there we go. I really love the visuals here. Also, lyrics? Like, Sakurai always does amazing with the visuals. These. Hello, Sakurai. What are your previous game? So I never actually played the original. I might have, technically. Maybe when I was over my friend's house. But I've never myself owned the game. Yo, DDD. Meta Knight. Banana Waddle Dee? Well, that's actually kind of surprising. Considering Sakurai, everyone's talking about Sakurai hating Banana Waddle Dee. Well balanced hero, no weakness, clear weakness. I love it. They're doing the Smash Bros sort of intro. It's kind of funny. Rules the Raceway. I love the track so far, like the backgrounds here. It gives me what Banana Waddle Dee, literally make Banana Waddle Dee like his own thing here. I don't know what these backgrounds. They kind of remind me of something. I can't remember what it was. Whoa, Chef I can't say it. Kawasaki. There we go. I couldn't speak it for some reason. I mean, I've said it in the past. Yeah, this looks it's kind of cool how it's like a weirdly like a roguelike or roguelite. I don't know how you say it. Racer. I don't know. I ended up creating a new career. Request from Mr. Takashi. Oh, cool. They actually really wanted it. Well, that's cool to see that they actually wanted it.
スマブラスペシャルのダウンロードコンテンツ制作に忙しく、とても手がつけられなかったのですが、マッハで企画書を完成させました。このあたりについては私のチャンネルでご紹介していますので、見てやってください。I
remember that. I watched all those. Those are really like good information for those talking about developer tips, tricks, and everything in behind the scenes. Really nice. I recommend you guys watching those though. They're really cool. Main topic, Larry. Let's see. The overview. What is it? We always ask what is and who is, but why is? It is basically Mario Kart. Okay, it's basically. Oh, that's funny. No, it's actually not the races. Yeah, it's the. That I very much know. It's not really about the races, it's about everything else.
3, 2, 1,
the visuals look so good. I like that it still captures the original like UI look. But modernized. Which is, I know I'm a sucker for UI. It's really been made from this point on. I'll go into more detail. But basics of writing is part important, so please pay attention. These are the air riders, or the machines for short. They have different forms and traits. Characters who ride them are not called drivers, they're known as riders. Rider, machine. Machines usually float a little above the ground like they're hovering. Well, what do you mean like they're hovering? Aren't they hovering? There's no need to press any button to accelerate. You don't need to tilt the left stick forward either, so please be mindful of that. One button is called the boost charge. Okay. Press the button, the machine hits the ground. Okay, cool. So it's like one button, he'll charge. Charging up. You're just racing forward. There's really not what choose to press the button. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's for drifting basically. So you can do fast positional turns. Yeah, it's good game feel. To recap, when you're racing forward, you don't need it. Yeah. So they can hover. You jump from a ramp, they'll fly in the air like a glider. It's visually just looks so good. Down, machine moves you fly up. Point toward the ground and you'll descend. Oh, I see. That's why you mentioned that. Okay, that makes it interesting. Nope. Your landing, try to do it gracefully. Not perfectly, you'll get an extra boost of speed. Oh. Whether you're steering or flying, it's important that you use the controls carefully. Alright, so yeah, that's definitely a different feel to Mario Kart, which is more just hold the button. Previously, you used the single button for everything. This time we added a second button, unfortunately. To expand the game's depth. That's funny. Contrast to the boost charge button, which propels the machine, we're calling this the special button. Boost special gauge, okay. Once the gauge is full. Oh, that is cool. Alright, so that reminds me a bit of like OG Mario Kart, like Super Mario Kart. In the sense that like in the item boxes, like each character has their own unique items, which I always wish would return into Mario Kart. Like some items were just exclusive to certain characters. But this is hype. If they're using it for this, like the same idea or concept, to do like power moves or whatever, that's cool. Oh my god, the spicy curry. Yeah, this is cool. I really like this. This adds a fun extra layer to the racing, and it isn't just, you know, like Mario Kart or a normal generic racing game. It's very fun and unique. Also, different names for different color Kirby's. That's cool. Yeah, Cappy. Your mushrooms can race in Kirby, right? That's funny. Oh, the special one is another important function, but we'll get to that later. Ooh. Lessons. Oh, we're going to school. Oh, got more UI. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So it gives a little tutorial on how to play. That's cool. I like that. I like that. Teaching, I think more games need a sort of like teaching mechanic that's optional, not a actual built-in tutorial, but just if you're really having issues or you want to learn more, you can do such. It's always a good feature to have in a game. So when ground bound, but soars gracefully whenever it's flight. Wagon Star. Can't boost charge, but makes up for a higher performance in other categories. Wheelie Bike. Interesting design compared to the star type machines. Okay. Shadow Star, that's cool. Attacks cause more damage, even on a single hit. Soars on its sleek, shadowy wings while airborne. Whoa, that's kind of cool. That's a flight capability, fragile, but offers excellent acceleration. That looks cool. I like that one. Not just about the basic stats like speed or how well the machine can turn, the behavior also changes. Bulk Star, whoa. How forward on a burst strikers. Extra tough frame that's hard to damage. A little slow though, looks like. Swerve Star. Only accelerate and stop. Oh, interesting. That's kind of goofy, but I like that. I can see that being very useful. New types here. Alright. Chariot. Ooh. Ride thanks to stupid design. Turns sharp runners with reliable agility. Tank Star. Okay. Sword on boost dashes. Boost charges help it tackle turns on a rapid pace. Ooh. High durability. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Unironically, like I'm a sucker for racing games. I always have been. Like when I was younger, I used to always like play like those NASCAR games on like PS2, GameCube, stuff like that. I was sort of like a sportsoid for a little while. Played like Madden and such. Then I got into Call of Duty for a little while, and then I moved out of that and do other things in like Terraria. Yeah, that's cool that you have the freedom. It's not just one per person. Other riders. Ooh, more riders. Let's see. Oh, Magalore. Hell yeah. I'd love to see it. Wonder if Susie is gonna be in this. Yo, Gooey is though. Hell yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Yo, Waddle Dee. Or Waddle Doo, not Waddle Dee. Sorry, misread. I mean, we already know Banana Waddle Dee. Knuckle Joe. Wow. Who else? Who else? Oh yeah, hell yeah, Susie is here. I like Susie. I would love if that game got like a port or a remake on the Switch too.
ライダーは軽
You
さ
know,
や大きさでマシンの
yeah.
性能に影響を与えます。
So they have
同じワゴ
interesting
ンスター
stats.
でも
Okay.
カービィが乗ると小さくなり、
Smaller
デデデ
Kirby
が乗る
rides.
と
It
大
gets
きく
bigger
なります。
D. Okay, cool.
マシン自体が変わってしまう不思議さ。イメージ通りカービ
So
ィ
as you can
の方が
imagine,
速
Kirby
く
has
かけ
better boost and can turn faster.
デデデの方は最高速度や攻
He's
撃力、
okay.
耐久力が上がります。
That makes sense. Makes sense.
しかし走行性能が変わるだけではありません。例えばデデデやメタナイトは
I like that they're like the enemies are on the field. You can like mess with them.
キャピーは帽子がシールドになっていて打撃に少し耐えます。マシンも特徴深いですから、それに合う
Bro lost his wig.
探せるというですね。もちろんコースやルールでも相性が生きると思います。
First one to the courses
だから
as
エア
well.
ライドでは
That's why in Air Rider mode you'll select the course first and then the machine rider. Okay. Well, that's good.
ライダーが選べるとなる
If you
と
can select your rider, you might be wondering,
コピー能力は
isn't Kirby the only one who can use copy abilities?
カービーシリーズですから、
In the Kirby series, which means Kirby can obtain different copy abilities from enemies.
それはカービーの先
This
輩
skill is unique to him.
他のライダーに対して
That would create an advantage over other riders. That's pretty too much of a gap in the fun.
そこで
So,
いろんなライダーがコピー
made it so that other riders can use copy abilities. Oh, that's sick! Hell yeah.
全てのライダーにコピー防止付
You can have a copy hat.
そこまでやるか
Wait, you went that far?
やります
Yes, we did. Oh, that is awesome. So many people are gonna love that. So much fan art is gonna be available for this now. I know so many people like conceptize like that idea. Yeah, this is perfect. By the way, the plasma's copy ability no longer requires you to flip the stick to charge it. Oh, that's good. Thank God. Yeah, I'm having memories of playing the original while seeing this, though. So I definitely have some... In other words, press the button. You will hail them. The others can catch them with a move called capture. And capture it with a ladle. Oh my god, that is horrible. This eats some.
コピー能力を持っていない相手を捉えたら星型弾にして打ち出します。なお、コースを徘徊する敵キャラを倒すと砕けた星を得て
Get small stars and accelerate.
敵を倒した方が有利。キャプチャーによる星型弾やコピー能力などを駆使してガンガン倒すという。
Oh, so that's like gonna provide a lot of
ルールによってはライダー単体である
extra stuff. Yo, look at him.
ここでしれっと新キャラを出しましたが
Newly added character. Starman, hell yeah.
キノコのキャピーも含めてもともと
Similar to the Mushroom Cappy, this character was originally a weak enemy. All the Raiders are major characters. Hell yeah. Love to see him. First, let me explain Air Ride mode, or in other words, races. Compete. That's the line. So I remember there being a free roam sort of mode thing. So far we've only been seeing the courses. Makes me interested in how that is going to do it. They're doing just one lap. Well, action will happen, so I suggest moving away from the screen a bit or making it smaller. We'll race on an ocean course, wave flow waters. Blue oceans, white beaches, music Latin American themes, or style like relaxing resorts. Yeah, but Kirby Air Riders is not that common. You take a look. All right, let's see what this is like.
海の面行ってみます。海がいきなり割れてますけどね。わー、すごい。何が起こってんだろう。なんてのんびりしてる場合じゃないですか。敵が走った走行軌跡にはスタースリップというのがつきまして、つまりこのキラキラしてる星
Man, where's Moses?
それを捉えることでスピードアップすることが
Splitting these seas out.
自身が敵キャラクター
Is Kirby Moses? Is that what I'm inferring here? Man, the visuals is amazing. Like, I love the like the shaders and the everything here. So visually stunning. And now this area reminds me of Sonic Adventure 2. Honestly, this whole thing gives me like Sonic Adventure 2 vibes. You have the rails, you have yeah, this is cool. I really like this. It's more hectic than like Mario Kart, which is crazy to say, but it also seems a little more free. Yeah, this is sick. I like this. So I hope you were able to see the variety of different attacks, how you can use them to speed up. Also, the ocean course is pretty dynamic. Alright. First feels Yuri dance, and along with the music, I think it's designed really well. Yeah. I like that. That looks really cool. Visually stunning. Now look, air ride courses. Alright. Gloria Fields. This is, I'm pretty sure, in the original. Cavernous corners. Around caves, deep in the jungle, treasures await those brave enough to reach its depth. Siberian Highway. Piercing lasers, collapsing platforms, anything can happen in digital cyberspace. I like the visual style here. It reminds me of what's that game? The like you go up and down clicking the button to the music. I can't think of the name of it right now, but yeah, it kind of reminded me of that. I love I love how Sakurai always uses that like realistic food PNG stuff, like from Smash Bros to Kirby and everything. I love that. It's such a goofy like art design choice. Those in the back have an advantage. All right, so there is what do you call it? And the word is escaping me right now. Rubber banding. There we go. The game lets you attack in different ways. Getting in the way of other machines or slowing them down isn't the main focus. Right. This game, you'll compete by getting speed boosts via staying on your rival's tail and attacking. Yeah, it's basically like the goal is to trail, and eventually, as you get the ability to, you can overtake. It's basically a horse racing simulator, but Kirby. Turbo Star. Expresses speed, but proves stubborn and slow when it comes to steering. Slick Star. Pretty tricky to control, but offers a wholly unique approach to riding. Rocket Star. Core of superior acceleration on maxed out boost charge. Rex Wheelie. Ooh, that was cool. Intimidating sturdy cycle. You can maintain its top speed or roll its way to victory. Battle Chariot. That looks cool too. Heavyweight hunk of machine that tears up the road and can send enemies flying. Air mode, you can adjust in-game rules. I love the UI is very Smash Bros. Game's average cruising speed is a little higher than the previous game. Okay, so it's higher, so too much, try slowing it down. That's cool. Destroy other, but you can enable the option in the settings. Alright, so that's to be, people are gonna love doing that in online, if there is online. I'm pretty sure there should be. I can feel the competitive online in this forming. It's the main event. And the fans of the Kirby are waiting for this. This is the one that I've heard a lot. The previous game, City Trial, took place on a map. Given here, it's still a sandbox, but this time, set on a floating island. Ooh. Welcome to Skya. That's basically what Kirby would say. Sandbox Skya does have borders, but it has different areas contained within. Skya highlights. Would have been cool if they had the original as well, but I mean, hey, I'm fine with this. Plaza. Caves. Oh, cool. So there's underground areas. Alright, so there is depth to it. That feels good. Forest. Yeah, this looks cool. Underground mall. Why is it underground? Sea, okay. It's a small sea, but you know, hey, it works. Here's an overview of how it works. So, are we halfway through? Yeah, we're basically halfway through. Swap to empty vehicles you find. Alright, cool. So basically it's the same. Stadiums? Oh, and do the yeah, this is cool. Features complete to win. That's the gist of it. But first, a note about multiplayer. Okay, here we go. Previous game, up to 4 could play in split screen. But now... What? 16 people? Holy crap. Of course, the game supports online play. You can also play with friends via local wireless. Local wireless only supports up to 8 players. Okay, that's fair. However, you can add computer-controlled players to bring the total player number up to 16. Since there are more participants, the map is also bigger than last time. Yeah, that's... It looks small, but considering the depth of it, yeah. Despite there being more participants, it's also fun to play solo. It might be good to experiment and add a number of computer-controlled players you want. Yeah, it's just like chaotic fun. I love that. Now I'll briefly talk about the fighting on Skyla with the 5 minutes time limit, as well as general flow. First, select a rider, but you can't select your machine. Instead, you'll start with a small machine, the compact star. Compact star. Uses the handle, but it's weak. Once you begin, try to find another machine to swap to as fast as you can. The machine that's unoccupied is known as an empty machine. One important note. I mentioned earlier that there's a new button, special. Press the special button while facing an empty machine. You can jump straight from one machine to another without fully dismounting. If you're on a compact star or your machine is about to break, you swap machines by simply bumping into an empty one. Okay, cool. Yeah, one extra button makes all the difference. That being said, you can dismount your machine by pressing and holding the button. Oh, that's great. I'm happy that they kept the dismounting so you can walk around. That is cool. I feel like more racing games should allow you to do that, to be honest, but you know. Like, I know this is dumb to say, but I would have loved if Mario Kart World had like you can get out of your cart and just walk. Like, imagine if you're playing, like, you're Mario and you jump out and you can do all your Mario movements. So that would have been hype. Like, I know that's more animations and stuff to do, but I mean, hey, it shouldn't be that crazy to implement. I mean, if Kirby can do it, or Air Riders, the Sakurai's team, I can't see why they couldn't do it in Mario Kart World. Spins also occur, yep. That's hilarious. Lots of power in the secret room. Ooh. Stand out in particular. Let's see. Short race and dust up derby. Appear somewhere on the map. Sure to hustle on over there. Of course, not participating in an event is also a strategy. You get these they're early, you can keep collecting power-ups until it starts. Short race, those are who enter the starting. Begin the race through the city within a sectioned off area of the map. From an outsider's perspective, all the short race participants goes. Okay, cool. We'll be able to, once the race is complete, the students will obtain power-ups depending on their ranking. This derby, enter the starting area to battle each other. Ah, okay, cool. For those who raise the battle stats will already have an advantage. Machines that excel at flying usually have a higher, have low durability. Be careful. Might be good to power up by participating. Knocked out and Dustful, you'll be out of your running. Machine won't be destroyed. Okay, yeah, that's good at least. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I like that. There's a lot of extra flavor to this. This event's where bosses will appear. Ooh. So cool. Dynablade also returns in the previous game. Hell yeah. Field event collection. Meteors incoming. So cool. Secret rooms, as you showed me earlier. Interesting that there's gonna be like extra secret stuff like that. Pillars appear. What? You just have to destroy them for power-ups, I guess. Gigantic power-ups. Wonder if hurry, what? Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. You know, I was having an idea. I was wondering if they might make it so, like, what happens if you defeat a boss, and if you defeat it, you unlock him as a character. Like, imagine playing as Krakow. That'd be cool. That's just a because I noticed on the screen of characters, there's like a lot of room vertically that's like open. So it makes me think there might be more, but you never know. The machine might be really fast, unmatched in the air, powerful in battles, or skilled with tight turns, for example. Sure, take a close look at your stats of your lead machine. Stadiums. 5 minutes are up. Now I'll introduce some of the stadiums where the winner is decided. Kirby Melee. Hell yeah. Air glider. I mean, this is very melee sounding. I love it. Straight ahead as fast as I can. I'm noticing a lot of these like are classic. Dust Up Derby. Unironic is so cool. Very much can't wait for this. But when is it? When is it? Like, I forget if they said it was already like 2026 or was this 2025. I forget what date, if they ever gave a date. I think it was this coming soon or something. I love how realistic it was.
もちろん育てたマシンに有利不利が生まれます。基本的にはスタジアムシは多くの中からランダムで選ばれます。まず16人参加ということは1位になる可能性は16分の1しかないということになりますよね。中には100人
Some video games have 100 players competing with each other. Yeah. So maybe that's something I need to worry about, but having a low chance of winning is tough. Well, players that not have a chance of winning with the machine they made. Because the stadiums are random. Is the ambiguity that what makes it fun? Being light and vague on the details has its charms. Anyway, we came up with a way so that any machine can compete to some extent. Okay. So now, stadium. You choose the stadium you want to compete in from the score that appear. Okay, cool. So there's voting. Pick the one you like based factors like your machine or the power-ups you obtain. Alright, so that's nice. So it's not pure random.
成長結果などによりおすすめマークがついているので迷ったらここに入りましょう。16人の参加者は同じく提示された4つのスタジアムのどこかに入ることになりますが、
So you can blame the others instead of blaming the game. That makes sense.
ここから駆け引きが始まっています。自分が飛行型マシンだからと飛行系競技を選ぶのもですが、
Hey Bob.
誰かがより突出した飛行マシンを完成させていたと見たら、
Opponent has even better flying base machine. Another strategy is avoiding them by selecting a speed base or obstacle for the stadium.
もちろんその裏を書いて
Yeah, this game, I'm very interested in this though. I have recollection of playing the original like forever ago, but I've never really got like, I'm pretty sure it was at like my friend's house. Let's do a solo run at stage trial. Line 11, yeah, computer, both, alright. But yeah, I really am interested in this. I'm really excited to see like when this comes out, because like I've always been a sucker for racing games, so I'm down for this. Especially like arcadey racing.
近くのマシンに乗り換えを行う必要がありますね。ウィングスターあるからそれ乗り換えて。乗り換えは簡単で Y ボタンをポンと押すだけ。
Easy, press the Y, your machine, do immediate swap.
最初のライトスターだったら特にボタンを押さず
You don't have to press, alright, you swap just by bumping into another machine. When you start, it's a good idea to look for boxes, break them, get the contents. A lot of realistic pasta. I like how he doesn't comment on the realistic food. Well, at least he hasn't yet. It's just a given, I guess. Yeah, I can't really tell if this map is like, at least surface-wise, smaller than the original. I know there's a verticality to it now, but it does look really cool. I guess if you are being targeted a lot, going underground is probably the best option because it's more tight and less be noticed. I can see that being a strategy to avoid being like attacked. Connect stations together like this. Goes around the sky's border. Stick to the side, the rail turns red, and you can drop from the track. Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of stuff is slot to making this like really quality, and it's not, you know, just a remake or a slightly updated version. There's actually a lot put into this. That's
まあワゴンでもよく
quality.
はないけどウィングよりはいい。そしてデスマッチ
Dressed
は
up derby players who enter
こ
this
の
event
中
will
に
battle
入
each
場し
other.
てきた人たちで、戦い合うわけですけれども、相手を倒した時の報酬と、
Rewards
自
when
分
you
の順位
defeat the
で報
opponent
酬
as
の
well
2
as
つがある。
rewards based on your
まあ
ranking.
だからとにかく稼ぐためには相手をよく倒した方がいいし、1人目そして、自分がなるべく長く生き残った方がいいっていうことですね。
Yeah, I can't wait to play online
こ
with
の
this. So
落ちているアイテムなんかを駆使してなんとか
because like
というような
being able to just like beat up everyone
2人目
as Kirby, whereas Susie, I'm probably gonna like main Susie. I feel like I'm gonna be a Susie main,
うわーこれ儲かりすぎでは
depending on how she plays, so stat wise. But
ちょっと強いんじゃない
probably Susie or Meta Knight. Those are like my
儲かった
it's one of my 2 favorite Kirby characters that I know that are in this game.
儲かったおかげで
I mean, Gooey is also
スピードも
up there,
速くなった
but I think everyone's a Gooey like favorite.
そうだ
So
なここでウィングスターにまた乗り換えてみよう。これだいぶ上に上がれるんじゃないですか。遠くに飛びますね。これはなかなか火山が見えますけど、火山の中にも入れますが、それは中身内緒にしておこうかなと。ここ闘技場ですね。
oh, something in the sky even higher?
使ったけれども、とりあえず今のは
Let's ignore that. Of course you want to ignore that.
さてそろそろ時間も少なく
Why do you want to ignore that, Sakurai?
考えなければいけないです。
Tell me what it is.
身の振り方っていうのはどういうスタジアムが出てくることを想定してどういうマシンに乗るかってことですね。おこれはゴルドーが降ってきた。なんだろうこの悪夢のような光景は。でも自分は飛べる
Like
から
some sort of tree thing.
ああこんなに
That is a lot of Gordos.
すごいゲームなんでしょうね。空飛ぶ島がこんなたくさんのトゲトゲウニウニに支配されるっていうゲームってあんま
I
ない
don't think there are many other games like this. Yeah.
そうだ一つ触れておくとこれちょっと今スペシャル
Using a special move right now.
降車できます。降り
Get
ら
off
れ
the
る
machine. In other words, off of
降りられるけどアイテムはその時拾えない
can't
です。
grab items. Okay.
だから
Boost it off your machine or hop off your own. It's best to immediately swap to another.
変
Okay.
えたりする方がいいと思います。
Yeah, this looks clean.
そして身の振り方は決まりました。もう今回は飛行の
There's a lot of thought to go into this.
何かで攻める
What you want to do and how to do stuff. Like, I mean, obviously you can just race around, grab stuff just for shits and giggles. But you actually, like, if you pre-plan how you want to make your
音
racer
楽もぴったりと決
and
まるという。
flyer and all that, glider or
飛
whatever.
行13、そして加速も12。やっぱり飛行で攻めるべきですかね。重たさも上がってるので、
It's
顔面
also
防御
pretty,
力
so I
と
got
か
a boost in
少
my
しずつ
defense
上
as
がる
well.
だから何でもいけ
I
る
mean,
な。
you made pretty much a well-rounder
何で
there.
もいける中でこういうのが出てきましたけど、やっぱりおすすめに準ずるべきかなというわけで、ポイントストライクに。これ2回のチャレンジで、より高い得点を取った人が勝ちというルールです。100を狙うよ。
Not bad, not bad.
見ての通り100にはシャッターがついていまして、そのシャッター
Depending on
の
the
タイミング
starter's
によっては
timing, you might not be
全然
able to
狙
get
っ
the
ても
points,
取れない
even if you
という
aim
こと
well.
があるので注意が必要で
So
すね。
be careful.
他の人たちの様子を見てみようかしら。いや、いいよ。また100を狙う。もちろん先に取られ、まずいね、このタイミング。危ない。今ギリでしたけど。
Yeah, you almost missed that. It's Sakura, you're getting a little rusty there.
ちょこちょこ走ってますね。はい、1位。
First place.
はい、お疲れ様でした。
So good.
ナックル・ジョーが、
Knuckle Joe was riding on a compact star. If you're broken or you don't have a machine before entering the stadium, you'll revert to a compact star, so keep that in mind.
気をつけましょうということで、 このゲーム面白いな。
This game is a lot of fun.
シティトライアルでした。
At City Trial. What left is here?
ところでアイテムについての
There's a little more left. By the way, here's a new item
ア
feature.
イテムは新しいものを拾うと上書きされます
Replace
が
if you pick up a new one, but you can also reverse one item
ことができ
and
ま
use
す
to hang on to it. Interesting. So there's a little more, so I wonder what else they have to show off other than this.
アイテムはストックに入り
Items can be stored, reserved, and automatically appear once the current item is used up.
ただし使いかけの状態で
Or it'll be at the same capacity as it was before, so be mindful of that.
半分
Use
な
what's
くなってい
left.
ます
Okay. I
ほぼ
return
切
with
れて
three
いる場合
shots.
はストックされずに消滅します
Interesting.
スタジアムについて
Regarding stadiums,
たまにスタジアムが
there are instances where it's automatically selected for all players. Ooh. So there also is a chance of this like being screwed over, which is
この
cool.
場合スタジアム選択はなしですコース開始前に予告がある場合と
Airline.
いきなり
Okay.
全員一緒になる場合があります
Might just all end up together.
予告がある場合そのスタ
There's
ジア
an
ム
alert.
に有利
Everyone
そう
will
なマシン
bolt for
は
the
みんな
machines
欲
that
しが
have
り
the
ますから
advantage in that
それも
particular
確認
stadium.
し
Yet another mind
フィー
game.
ルド時アイテムの予告
Inside
書や
the prediction
アナウン
codex
スで
item
スタジアム種を
and
教え
what
てくれる
stadium
こ
will
ともあり
be.
ますが
Oh,
アナウンス
cool. So you can
たまに
also
偽
like
情
get
報が
ahead
流れ
of
てくるからご注意
that.
なお今回はよーく見ると偽情
You
報
might be able to
を
spot
見
false
破れる
information.
かも
Made you look.
なお
Oh, that's good. I like that.
人気が集中して同じスタジアムに8人以上
That'll
が入ると
basically
自動的に2組に仕分けられます
Oh, I like that little trolling like that.
たま
That's
たま1人だ
fun.
けのスタジアムになったらどうなるのでしょう
Automatic win. That's funny.
あなたに敵はいなかった
You had no
大
competition.
勝利
A
です
major win. Yeah,
一応
that's
その後
great.
その時のライバルたちに
After that, though, you can still battle computer-controlled players of your opponent's stats. Okay. Even if you win or lose against them, you'll still be crowned the
オンラ
winner.
インで誰かと遊んでいる場合自身が終わ
Okay,
った
line,
ら
you can jump
早
to
速
another
次のセッショ
session
ンに
once
つ
you're
なぐ
done.
のはエアライン
It's like an air
の
rider
で
mode.
す好きなだけ遊んでやってください
So go ahead and play.
参加人数が少ない時の
There are
対戦
fewer
時は
players. You can
投票
vote
によ
for
って
which
スタジ
stadium
アム
will
を
be
抽選
selected
する
via
ことができ
lottery.
ます 前
Gourmet
作同様
race.
完
You
全
can
ラン
also
ダムに
make it
もできます
random
ので
like
ルールを
previous
見てみ
games.
て
So
く
play
ださい
around with the rules. Okay, cool, cool.
スタジアムは同じ種類でも
Variations, even if they're the same type.
これは
That's good to see. I like.
ゆっくり遊べたもの
It's nice to see like variants to
ファンに
the
長年
game
愛
modes.
されたシティトライアルここに来て新作を遊べるようになりました令和ですけどぜひ
We know we're
お
now.
楽しみください
Hope you're looking forward to it. Main theme.
Horizon vast and ending, swirling clouds above. Long and winding roads go out, beckoning you on. Now we're there.
オープニングで少し流れて
Heard
い
a
ました
little
が
bit of it in the
今
intro.
回
This time
メインテー
around,
マ
there's
があ
a
りま
main
す
theme.
マシンと共にある喜びをストレートに歌った歌ですいくつかのコースの
Yeah, it's
曲
cute.
とともに
They'll be releasing the
任天堂
music later
ミュージック
today,
でこの
along
後
with
すぐ
some
に
other
公開され
other
ますので
tracks.
よろしけれ
Oh,
ば
that's cool. So they're releasing the music early before the game. That's cool. That's a good way to hype up the game. That's smart. Closing.
単なるコミカルレース
So
ゲ
did
ー
it
ムでは
come
ないこ
through
とは
that this
伝わり
isn't
ま
just
した
a
でしょうか
humorous racing game?
元のゲー
It
ムは
isn't?
20年以上
It
前の
was
も
over
ので
20
す
years
が
ago.
古さ
But
を
I
感
think
じ
there's
さ
fun
せ
to be
ず
had.
斬新な
That feels
しかも
refreshing. Yeah,
他
I
のゲー
mean,
ムでは楽しめない
there's a
遊び方
lot
だ
of
と思い
quality
ます
to it.
今回の番組はこれで区切りですが
So a lot of things
紹
where
介し
we
きれ
aren't
ていない
able to
ことが
cover.
まだまだありますいずれ
I do want to
さら
share
に
the
魅
other
力を伝えたい
wonderful
と思い
aspects
ます
of
の
the
で
game sometime
ご期待
soon.
いただけれ
So
ば
I
と
hope
思い
you'll
ま
look
す
forward to that.
それでは
See you later. Alright. And that's so there are more, but that's to be for our future. But yeah, this was really cool. I like this. I definitely think there's more racers than what is being shown. And I do wonder, like, maybe they're unlockable characters. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, what's this? Is there a story mode? Well, what is this? Sephiroth? SANS? What? All right, this feels like there's a story mode. Yo, what is that? November 20th. Okay, that's hype. So, okay, nice. I mean, I don't really have anything to really look back on here. So I'm not as knowledgeable on like, oh, yo, what is this? This is sick and all that. But I think this looks really good though. Like overall, I'm very excited for this. Like looking at like both the level design, the UI, the racing, the racers, just the overall like a skill like cap and not scat the gap, a skill like learning is pretty cool. The fact that there's like little troll areas here, like being like lied false information is fun. Um the fact that they actually did bring back City Trial, which is so hype. I love this. Like I have memories of this, but it's been so long since the last time I played it. But I remember having a good time. But yeah, this looks so good though. I'm excited for this. I really am. Like all these mini games, the fact there's like items as well now. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm very I want to know here. Let me go here. There's a lot of times people go onto the website here, Kirby Air Writer, because sometimes they put more information on the website. So Kirby Air Writers, here we go. That's not the website. That's Nintendo shop page. Is there a website for it? Usually they make a website for these things. It is priced at 70, which is, I mean, that's the year of 2025, so I mean, what do you expect? I doesn't let me do Kirby.com. Maybe that will give me it. Kirby.com. Oh, that is not the Kirby I was thinking of. That's a vacuum. Apparently there's a Kirby vacuum. I mean, I think I've heard of that before, but Kirby. Let me go to HAL.com. All right, that's just a German website. HAL Laboratories. I'm really batting for 1,000 here, searching all these things and not even getting the right thing. Websites. This might be it, but will they have an English Kirby page? That is the question. Page is loading. All right, here we go. That is not it. That is not it. Oh yeah, part-time UFO, man. They really should All right, apparently the website is not here. Okay, whatever. Kirby Air Riders website. Let's see if I get it. All right. Yeah, doesn't look like they even have a website for it. I mean, it makes sense. It's not like a direct Nintendo made thing. It's like a third party company thing, I guess you would say. So it makes sense why they wouldn't maybe have that. But I am very excited for this. I mean, let's see, what do they have images on the shop here? New ones at least. Pretty much the same. But as it says on the shop here, though, it says fast-paced vehicular action. Pick your rider, pick your machine, and mount up for competition. Take on your rivals in frantic arena battles or fast-paced races on the ground and in the air. Use the boost charge button to brake and control your turns as your machine automatically fights. Your machine automatically fights for the top speed. Fill your boost charge gauge as you drift around the bend and release it to trigger an explosive dash. And that's basically it. I mean, it tells you, let's see, it shows a direct, watch a direct, listen to tracks from Kirby on their app, and then there's an event thing on it. Apparently it's going to be 25 gigabytes size. which is pretty wild. But I mean, for how much content is in it, it makes sense. Yeah, I think that's to view the direct. Click that. Yeah, they just doesn't seem they have a website for it, which is a bummer. I mean, this does go over the information in this like documentation thing here, but yeah. All right, I think that'd be it for that. I really enjoyed that though. This was honestly a really good like direct thing. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for it. So no, I'll probably once I get my Switch 2 setup thing, because I'm still like I haven't set up my whole stream nonsense for the Switch 2. It's just annoying. I hate working with wires. I mean, I only recently upgraded to Windows 11, so it's just like a bomb went off back where my wires are. So that's just the generally reason why. But yeah,